Welcome back to Legal Genie, your go-to channel for the quirkiest and most amusing stories from around the world. Today, we're taking a trip to the Indian courtroom to uncover some of the funniest legal cases that you have to hear to believe. Let's jump right in. Case 1. The Ghostly Tenant. Our first case is straight out of a horror comedy movie. In a small town in India, a landlord took his tenant to court claiming the tenant owed him rent. The tenant, however, had a spooky defense. He claimed he didn't owe rent because the house was haunted by ghosts. The tenant argued that he couldn't live in the house due to constant ghostly disturbances. The judge, amused by the unusual defense, asked if the tenant had any evidence. The tenant produced proof in the form of a neighbor's testimony about strange noises. In the end, the judge dismissed the case, advising the landlord to find an exorcist instead of a lawyer. Now that's a rent dispute with a supernatural twist. Case 2. The Matrimonial Mix-Up. Next up, we have a matrimonial mix-up that had everyone in splits. A man filed for divorce, claiming his wife was not the woman he married. Confused, so was the judge. The husband claimed that after their wedding, his wife started acting very differently. He suspected she had been swapped with another woman. His proof: she didn't know his favorite food or his pet's name. The judge patiently explained that personality changes don't necessarily mean a body swap. He suggested the couple try counseling instead. Talk about a case of mistaken identity. Case 3. The Chicken Feud. Our third case involves a clucking good feud between neighbors over a chicken. One neighbor accused the other of kidnapping his prized hen. The plaintiff dramatically described how his beloved chicken, Henrietta, was snatched from his yard. The defendant claimed it was a wild chicken that just happened to wander into his yard. The judge decided the best way to resolve the case was to have both neighbors call the chicken and see who it went to. Henrietta, being a typical chicken, ignored both calls and wandered off. The judge dismissed the case, advising the neighbors to let bygones be bygones. Lastly, we have a case that's truly a hairy situation. A man sued his barber for ruining his prized mustache, claiming it caused him mental agony and loss of reputation. The man claimed his glorious mustache was a symbol of his identity, and the barber's mistake had left him unrecognizable. The barber apologized and offered free haircuts for a year as compensation. The judge, trying hard not to laugh, ruled that the compensation was fair. He also advised the man to invest in a good pair of mustache grooming scissors. Talk about a close shave! And there you have it, some of the funniest and most bizarre legal cases from India. These stories remind us that sometimes the courtroom can be just as entertaining as a comedy show. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to What's New for more hilarious and intriguing stories from around the world. See you next time.